kinda woozy. Fading in the spirit. Yeah, my vision's kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Even to another top spot is up for grabs, bro.
I just like this.
Mid was native, so I never lack. Got my numbers up like Chicago be doing with the tax, though. Hype it, I ain't smoking on the wax, yeah. Man, I can't deny it, got a sober mind, yeah. Fire in my eyes, different kind of high. Mask off, Mick Foley, I'm a Russell with the trophies. Low-key Kobe, wave emojis till I get a flood of rolling, yeah. All of my homies, they flex, yeah. I'm still when I throw up the set, and then they invested a check, and I came out of prayer, you see the effects. Educated and intelligent, baby, I'm celibate, can't get ahead of it. Homie, it's evident, I got the evidence, looking for presidents, up the veterans. You see all the demons had him up against. Jesus came to my defense. Highly favored, they don't need to choose me. Nah, make a sway with the vibes, that's a movement.
I can't calm down, it's only up from here. I can't shake the towel off, yeah, I know it's real. When I see your tone, people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Yeah.
I just like the sound of it. I just like the sound of it.
Man, I can't calm down, it's only up from here. I can't shake the towel off, yeah, I know it's real. When I see your tone, people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Yeah. Come on, Jesus Christ, tell me what's the deal.
I just like the sound.
Feeling kinda dizzy, and ain't pop the pill. I'm high on cloud nine, and I'm feeling fine. And ain't the only one who want it, no cockabine. I'm feeling faded, and it feel real good to me. What's the secret? Tell me what you do to me. I'm high in the spirit, feeling real woozy. I'm feeling like David, tell him get
I'm high though, off that Christ though, going psycho. I run around doing cartwheels like a hypo. You feeling me? Don't be killing me. You're illing me. Demons on my back, yeah, they be drilling me. I tell you 3 times like a trilogy. Eating up his word and give me energy. Tell the filthy devil, get up off of me. Say you gotta pay, ain't nothing for free.
I can't calm down, it's only up from here. I can't shake the towel off, yeah, I know it's real. When I see your tone, people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading in the spirit.
Yeah,
My
vision's kinda blurry.
I'm
Feeling kinda woozy.
I'm fading in the spirit.
Yeah,
My
vision's kinda blurry.
I'm
Feeling kinda woozy.
yeah.
Even to another top spot is up for grabs, bro.
I just like the sound.
Mid was native, so I never lack. Got my numbers up like Chicago be doing with the tax, though. Hype it, I ain't smoking on the wax, yeah. Man, I can't deny it, got a sober mind, yeah. Fire in my eyes, different kind of high. Mask off, Mick Foley, I'm a Russell with the trophies. Low-key Kobe, wave emojis till I get a flood of rolling, yeah. All of my homies, they flex, yeah. I'm still when I throw up the set, and then they invested a check, and I came out of prayer, you see the effects. Educated and intelligent, baby, I'm celibate, can't get ahead of it. Homie, it's evident, I got the evidence, looking for presidents, up the veterans. You see all the demons had him up against. Jesus came to my defense. Highly favored, they don't need to choose me. Nah, make a sway with the vibes, that's a movement.
I can't calm down, it's only up from here. I can't shake the towel off, yeah, I know it's real. When I see your
Can you hear it now? I forgot I was on mute, y'all. I'm all on mute on YouTube and Facebook. I'm jamming this morning. Big shout out to Rachel J. Hey, Akila. Hey, Tina. Good morning, Deshante. Good morning, everybody. Grand surprises to you. I got to find my way back.
I just like the sound.
Find my way back. I got to find my way back. grandest of risings, everybody. Thank you for coming back to another show of the Vet Green Show, another episode of the Vet Green Show. So how y'all doing? How y'all doing out there? Good morning, Bobby. Good morning, PWO. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Angie. Good morning, Deshante. Good morning, Tammy. Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising, Devajna. Grand Rising, Big Mike. Grand Rising to everybody who's watching. Grand Rising to those of you who are watching live. Grand Rising to those of you who are watching the replay. I thank you for it all. I thank you for it all. So as you all are coming into the room, let me know where you are. Hey, Leah. Ooh, Leah, grandest of risings to your love. I'm going to go ahead and invite you. You may not be able to come up, but I'm going to invite you in anyways, because I was thinking about you and something you had said on your own thing. This weekend, everybody, was very, very reflective for me, because I'm in this space where I really am trying to figure out what it is that I want this to look like. You know what I mean? Like, I try some things and I like it, and then some things just don't sit right in my soul. You know, and I was doing some studying this weekend, because I had some events, and we're going to talk about those events as well. Had a really good time this weekend. Big shout out to my bro Franklin and his wife Dawn for joining me this weekend. We had some events that we had to do. We were at Nani and Friends. Friday, first of all, big, huge shout out to CJ Banks, Chucky Campbell, and Villa Maria College. I am just amazed at what it is that they are doing. Yeah, I'm just amazed. Hey, beautiful. I see you out there. I'm just amazed at what they are doing. Hey, Dan. Hey, Addie. Hey, Miss Shanta. If you are in the Western New York area, if you are in the Buffalo area, and you are a creative, and you love music, I'm talking about you are like in the culture for real. If you are a fashion designer, or if you are a creative, just an artist, period, any type of creative, you really need to tap into what they are doing at Villa Maria College. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a short video of CJ Banks. He's the vice president over at Villa Maria College, where he speaks on what it is, the initiatives that they are doing with this Hip Hop Creative Alliance. Y'all, I mean, it's free. If you are a creative in the Western New York area and you are not taking advantage of what Villa Maria College is doing, I don't know. I feel like I'm about to turn into my bro Franklin up here. I don't know what you're doing. I just don't know what you're doing. I when I was sitting there in the audience, I had mixed feelings. I had a feeling like, man, this is really happening in my city. Like, this is really happening in my city. And then the other emotions was like, man, why aren't more people taking advantage of this? You know, like, why aren't more people taking advantage of this? So I'm going to go ahead and play this short video for everyone as you guys are coming in the room, because I really want you to know and understand what it is that Villa Maria College is doing. I wish that they had things like this when I was coming up, because then maybe I would have probably been able to, you know, figure out this sooner, you know. And then it's not just for artists. It's not, if you are a musician, that's fine and dandy, but it's not just for musicians. It's for the fashion designers. It's for the people who do the spoken words, poetry readers. It's for all, it's a hip hop creative alliance. And it just amazes me that more people aren't taking advantage of it, but I hope that more people will eventually take advantage of it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and play the video really quickly, just so I can get in here. Okay, let me share my screen. So this is CJ Banks talking, and what he's talking about is what the Hip Hop Creative Alliance is all about.
Especially the hip hop that's not super commercial, right? So what we decided to do here at Villa Maria, in connection with my man Chucky Campbell in the building, what we decided to do was create this Hip Hop Creative Alliance. And the Hip Hop Creative Alliance is about connecting everybody together. So with that said, if you know any photographers, music producers, dancers, artists, whatever you got, bring them along, get them a part of it, because this is more about networking with the little bit of a cream on the top for performances. You know what I'm saying? And we're bringing people in from all over the country to come in and do something that really doesn't get done in Buffalo for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So we about making this a culture, making it live, bringing it back to what hip hop was really about, and now it's that for the love of the artistry, the lyrics, the beats, the nod your head to this, and for the love of me. No, not for me. So we're gonna get the party started in a little bit. I'm just waiting for one more artist. I don't like to get started until I know either.
Okay, so let me stop sharing that. So again, y'all, if you are a creative and you are in, even if you are not in the Western New York area, because like they said, they're bringing in artists, they're bringing in musicians from all over the country. If you are not even in the Western New York area, but you would like to be a part of this hip hop creative alliance, you need to contact CJ Banks and Chucky Campbell over at Villa Maria College. I will put the information in the live at the end of this live. But honestly, y'all, like I can't even believe that more people, especially if you are in the city of Buffalo, if you are in the city of Buffalo and you are not taking advantage of what it is that they are doing, if you are a vendor, they aren't charging you. I've been to events, y'all, where they charge the vendor $75. Now, granted, you probably are going to make your money back, but again, they are not charging. They're not charging. If you are one of the other things that I love about how they're bringing people in, like it's not just music from the area. When they're bringing these artists in, I'm learning that these artists are making money from their merchandise. Okay. Hasn't Franklin been talking about this? So all of this stuff that I saw my bro talking about when we were over on the morning show for all those months, I see it playing out. Like these artists are bringing vinyls, sweatshirts, and I see a lot of commentary on Facebook recently about how artists make money and paying for slots to perform. Hello, Villa Maria College is not charging you anything. They're not charging you anything. You can, if you are an artist, and you need to have merchandise if you're an artist, if you are not taking advantage of what Villa Maria College and the Hip Hop Creative Alliance, CJ and Chucky are doing, I listen, I feel like my bro Franklin, y'all ain't taking it seriously. And I'm moving on after that. Y'all not taking your craft seriously, because there's no way. There's no way. There's just not, hey, Claudine, Grand Rising to you. There's just no way, y'all. We always talk about we don't have support. Well, this is support right there. Man. And not only that, you have the ability to actually learn how to mix and master this music. Like, this is a whole situation here, y'all. Villa got me ready to go to Villa Maria College. Okay. Just because the support and what it is that they're doing, like you can't say that I don't have any support. I don't even want to say post from artists and creators talking about I don't have any support. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, y'all. So moving on. As you guys are coming in, again, let me know where you are with your mental health from 1 to 10. Like I said, I'm not quite at a 10, but I'm not too far from it. We got a lot to talk about, but I did want to bring that to everybody's attention, just because it's like, it's a no-brainer for me. It's a no-brainer for me to not show up. You know, it's just a no-brainer for me. I am a creative in this space and I'm learning. So I want to be around people who are doing things bigger and beyond me, or doing things that I am manifesting for myself. It's a networking event. Y'all, sometimes we are our own worst enemies. That's all I'm going to say. Sometimes we are our own worst enemies. Big shout out to all the performers. YNX716, Ali Black killed it twice. I seen Ali Black twice this weekend. Killing it. Him and Carlito Smooth and Nani and Friends. What, y'all? What? Let me see if I can even bring that part up, because that was amazing to me. Let me see if I can bring that, because y'all know we were on the scene this weekend, y'all. We were on the scene this weekend, but I really wanted to talk to y'all about that one particular thing. No, I did not post. Did I see it? Did I? No, I did not. But big shout out to Nani and Friends, y'all. Nani and Friends, one of the major takeaways I got from being a part of that is the support. They had, when Nani and Friends was, to me, and this is something that me and Franklin and Dawn were talking about while we were there. They had the kids there, y'all. It was like a whole family situation. I saw family and friends putting together an event for a greater cause. And that greater cause was to adopt families who may not have the means to provide or do anything for their families for the holidays, for Christmas. They accepted donations, toy donations, and they were like, I don't care if it's a $5 toy. That will make somebody happy. That will make a child happy at Christmas. And we were there sharing stories. And I can remember a Christmas where I didn't have anything under the Christmas tree. You know, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. So when you have events like this and you see people coming together, families and friends coming together to put together an event like that, you have artists coming together to put on an event like that, it just astounded me. And it made my heart feel so light. You know, big shout out to Erica and JJ and Nani, and congratulations, Nani. I saw the post go up. I know your mom was very happy about that. Hey, On Point, thank you so much for liking the live. This weekend, again, like I said, it was very reflective for me. And I just saw a lot of support. And that's what it is that I think we need. And I mean, if Nani and Friends is the blueprint, I'll take it. If that's what the blueprint is, I'll take it, because that really just, man, they had to, I mean, people were bringing in ice and food, and it was Friends, and it was just like, we need more of that, y'all. We need more of that. That's all I am saying. That's all I'm saying. We need more of that. Well, moving on, everybody. This is a little bit sad. I was watching this early this morning. I want to get through the sad stuff right away. Did y'all hear about the in Georgia? I'm trying to bring up the story now. This is why I don't play with the water. This is why I do not play with the water, y'all. I do not play with the water. So a ferry dock collapsed in Georgia's Sapelo Island. They're saying that this is a catastrophic failure on this boat. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't play with the water. I do not play with the water. I respect her. She respect me. She say, if you don't know how to swim, stay away from me. And that's is what I do. They're saying that at least 7 people have been unlived and 6 critically injured after a dock collapse. And this is, you can get this off of ABC News, CNN, New York Post. The story that I'm going to read is off of CNN. Yeah. So, and this was supposed to be for a Gullah Geechee festival. This was a festival to remember, you know, the culture. And we talk about the culture all the time. So authorities are investigating the cause of a partial ferry dock collapse on Georgia's Sapelo Island that turned a day of celebration into tragedy, leaving at least 7 unlived and 6 critically injured as crowds gathered for a cultural festival. That's what's so sad about this. And they're saying that the people who were unlived were senior citizens aging from 73 up to 90. In the midst of the celebration of the island's small Gullah Geechee community of Black slave descendants, a gangway collapsed on the visitor ferry dock shortly before 4 p.m. Now, when I was doing my review of this, they're saying that normally on a normal everyday basis, this island, so there's a ferry that takes the people over to this island on a normal everyday basis. They're saying at least 100 people go to this island on a daily basis. 100 people. For this particular festival, they're saying that hey, Audacity Books and Merch, I loved your live this morning. For this particular festival, they're saying that there were probably at least 700 people that went back and forth for this festival that day. So you think about what's going on this dock. I don't know. It is being investigated. I'm sure there's probably going to be some lawsuits that we're going to hear about eventually because this thing collapsed. It's a visitor ferry dock. Man, y'all, I just have this real anxiety about the water, and maybe it's something because y'all know that listen, y'all, it's a whole bunch to that, but I am deathly afraid of the water. My sister is so totally the opposite of me. I remember we were in the Bahamas or something like that, and her and my cousin went on one of them speedboats, and they specifically told her, do not go past the line. And of course she had to go way past the line. Now I'm on the beach freaking out because I can't even see her anymore. So yeah, I'm like that. If the water hit my knees, I'm doing good, y'all. If the water hit my knees, I am doing good. Hey, best friend, grand rising to you. Y'all let me know. How do y'all feel about the water? How many of y'all on here can actually swim? I think most of my kids can swim because I didn't want them to have the same density to water that I did. And I think my mama gave me that because she always said the same thing, that if somebody ever say that I got unlife from drowning, it's a homicide. That's what she always said. I feel the same way. I don't play with the water, y'all. I just don't. I don't play with the water. My baby said I'm at an 8 today. All things working for my good. Amen. Amen to that. Amen to that. So, my condolences to the families and what they are going through, the EMT crew, everybody that was a part of that, because we have to think it's not just the families that's involved. Also, it's the people that were there. It's just tragedy upon tragedy upon tragedy. But we gonna move on from that. Y'all, why Tika Sumter and Tyler Perry done teamed up? Why Tika and Tyler done teamed up? Okay. I am here for this Sisters in Italy rom-com. I don't know if it's going straight to Amazon, but it's being made for Amazon MGM. Whoopi Goldberg, Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters going to be in it, y'all. And it sounds like it's going to be a really good movie. I'm here for it. So the story follows two sisters who weren't even talking, whose mom passes away, and now they're called to Italy, and they discover that their mom owned a bed and breakfast. Could you imagine that? Imagine your one of your parents having a bed and breakfast in a whole other country, and you didn't even know anything about it. I'm here for it. Hey, Wanda, grand rising to you. I'm definitely here for that. I'm here for Tika. Okay, I'm here for Tika, and I'm glad that Tyler is doing stuff with Tika, and I'm glad because a lot of we heard some stuff about Tyler. I don't know if it's true or not. I think that there's always two things to a story. The water, I love it. Not me, Big Mike. There's your truth, their truth, and then there's the truth. So, but I'm definitely here for Tika and Tyler Perry teaming on for this Sisters in Italy. It's in production right now, everybody. You can go to Deadline Film, or you can just do a simple internet search and you can see it. I saw this information last week about this. So I love Tika Sumter. I think she's so beautiful. What was that show that she was on with Tyler? Because I feel like Tyler might have kind of gave her start. She's not in the Oval. What was that movie she was in? Because Tika played something else. She was something else in this show she played with Tyler. Okay, she was scheming and conniving, but she was scheming and conniving, y'all, because she had some things with her. Okay, she had a hard life. She had a hard life, y'all. So moving on, Teresa, I want to say thank you so much. Hopefully you are still on. Teresa sent me something, and I want to pull it up. I got to go back into my Facebook. And we may have, I think we are going to, y'all, have this discussion, or maybe we can just continue this discussion. But there was something she has sent me, and it was so funny because, so right now, I've been seeing a lot of headlines talking about, well, let's go right into this election. Let's just go right into this election. And I want to ask y'all something. And I don't need to know who you are voting for. But it is time to go to the polls, y'all. You need to go to the polls and vote. It doesn't matter who it is that you want to vote for, but you really need to go to the polls and vote. And one of the headlines that I've been seeing in the news is that more Black men are voting for Trump than ever. I'm not surprised, because we've been talking about this for a while. We've been talking about this since last year, I believe, or maybe even longer than that. And more and more Black men that I've spoken to seem to like Trump for many different reasons. I feel like it's a masculinity thing. I really do. I feel like a lot of it is a masculinity thing. But there's a video, and thank you again, Teresa, for sending me this. I'm going to see if I can pull it up on my and play it, because I found it just amazing. Hang on. Oh, I'm not going to be able to bring it up on here. All right, I'm going to see how I can pull it up on my phone. Well, basically, they're saying, have you guys all heard of Project 2025? Have you guys heard of that and what this Project 2025 is supposed to consist of? Let me pull this up. I'm going to see exactly where it is. What I'm going to do while I'm getting this together, y'all, I'm going to play a video real quick, because I really want to have this conversation, because I think it's really, really important that we have this conversation. So let me just pull up a video real quick, and then we will be right back. For those of you who are watching on Facebook and YouTube, you can see the video. If you are watching on TikTok, you can listen to the music while I pull this up. This is Ida Divine, y'all. More.
Come closer, closer, my love. Didn't you know that you're all I think of? Midnight in the melanin. We meet again, my beautiful friend. Oh, help me be all like you wanna see. Let me ensure my immortality. We don't have too much longer looking at the inventory. Don't make me love you more.
All right, y'all, I pulled it up. Big shout out to Teresa for sending me this. I love when people send me, but I thought that this was a really great conversation for us to have. I'm not going to play all of it, but I really do want y'all to listen to this. And if you have not heard of what Project 2025 is, I think as a voter, you really should look into what Project 2025 is. Hey, Flo King Brave. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and play this.
I've heard of Project 2025 and I've read inserts of Project 2025.
No, I haven't. Actually, I haven't heard about it at all.
No, I haven't heard about it.
I just heard Project 2025 was something that wasn't for us, or something to try to eliminate us slowly but surely. I could be wrong, but I know it ain't nothing good for us.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hello, my name is Tyrone Howard, professor of education at UCLA. What I'd like to bring to your attention are some of the concerning and disturbing aspects of Project 2025 that we in the Black community should be concerned about.
Federal education policy should be limited, and ultimately, the Federal Department of Education should be eliminated.
Outrageous. That's just complete nonsense.
There's no clarity here as to what this really means. Are we eliminating resources? Are we eliminating things? And who is this being eliminated for? There's already a shortage of resources that young Black kids get. What are we going to do if we don't provide the same education resources for everyone?
I think Project 2025 is something that's going to set us back about 20 years.
Wow. I don't think enough people are educated on just how bad this 2025 thing is.
Any discussions around race and racism are now being eliminated, which to me is erasing a core part of our history.
Black history is just not Black history. It's actual the history. It's the history. It's not just Black history, you know, because you can't go back in history and not find Black people.
You're trying to erase the history, but you're not willing to necessarily erase the legislation that holds us down on a day-to-day basis. Got it. Insane. Okay. Cool. That's a wicked game that they're playing.
I feel like they're trying to just disintegrate everything, and I don't appreciate that.
No, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. This is worse than the other one.
It's overwhelming. I can't believe someone actually took the time to put together this document that is, it's absurd. It's absurd.
The death penalty has always been highly problematic because a disproportionate number of people who are on death row are Black men. This would ensure their instant death.
No, I don't vote for genocide. I don't vote for genocide. I don't vote for Black men being executed inappropriately and untimely. I don't vote for any of that, never have.
I don't believe in the death penalty personally. You know, I feel what he say, vengeance is not ours, it's his.
This is the same group that believes that the lives of, would-be children are considered. And then to become like judicial hitmen, right? It's like, it's crazy because you can't use the same God for both of them.
We have a lot of individuals who are obviously doing, time in prison and our jail systems without having gone through the proper channels of being allowed a, proper due process.
What it does really is just let Black men know that we're not respected. We're still not looked at as human. This is still like an extermination.
I think the only thing that really scares me about this is the conservative administration should do everything possible to obtain the finality for the 44 criminals currently on death row. That seems to say even if they're innocent, kill them. That's scary.
Liberal states have now become sanctuaries for abortion tourism. Health and Human Services should use every available tool, including the cutting of funds, to ensure that every state reports exactly how many abortions take place.
It seems like they're trying to cover every door to make sure a woman doesn't have the right to choose what happens with her body. And I think it's just crazy.
I feel like they should have their choice of how they want to treat their bodies and do what they want with their bodies. So it shouldn't be up to no government to do that.
This is an important issue that we should all be concerned about because women's rights are being taken away. This takes us to illegal and backroom abortions where women put their lives at risk in ways that we haven't seen for centuries in this country.
They've been through a great deal of suffrage. So this is just another thing to add on to more of that suffrage. And I feel like they should have their choice of how they want to treat their bodies and do what they want with their bodies. So it shouldn't be up to no government to do that. No, I'm not. This is not something I want to vote for at all. I wouldn't vote for it.
I want my daughters to be able to grow up. They're 6 to 12. I want them to be able to grow up and have freedom, rights.
He's already said he wants to do a national abortion ban. So this is just proof positive.
The Secretary should phase out all existing income-driven repayment, plans by making new loans, including consolidation loans, ineligible. There should be no loan forgiveness.
This means that your loans will be due soon, and many of them with interest and penalty and fees, so more money out of your pocket. Why is that important? Because Black people are twice as likely to have larger student loan debts than people from other races, which means that it only delays the ability to purchase homes and other wealth building strategies.
No loan forgiveness is pretty scary. If there's no forgiveness and if all the borrowers should have to repay their loans, some people are not in a position to do that. And I don't think a lot of people can recover from the debt that college is putting on people. So, you know, you be putting kids in a position where it's almost impossible for them to win.
The next administration should work with Congress to amend Title VII to prohibit Equal Employment Opportunity Commission from collecting EEO-1 data and any other social classifications in employment for both private and public workplaces.
What this means is that we will no longer have protections in the workplace that prevent discrimination, racism, or unfair treatment of people of color.
Wow. Oh yeah, we can't have that. We can't have that at all.
Egregious, overwhelming, outrageous, unfair. That's how I describe it.
May I speak candidly? It's basically a handbook for slavery.
I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not here to tell everybody or anybody who to vote for, but I am here to say that you need to vote for what's important to you. And this Project 2025, it feels like to me that they are going back to when I was in school. Now, remember, when I was in school, we were taught that Christopher Columbus, even though it didn't make sense, that Christopher Columbus came and discovered America, although there were already people living here. But we were taught and programmed to think that Christopher Columbus discovered America. Now that has since been proven to be untrue. Like, how can you discover something that somebody's already living in? So what it feels like to me is that they are trying to go back to the times when I was in school, but with this age of information, I don't know how well they're going to be able to do that. I really don't, but they're trying. You know what? One of the issues and one of the reasons why I feel that this Project 2025 has even came to fruition is fear. Because for so long that the majority of the people who lived here in America, or what we've been told, have been white Americans. That's the majority. Now that is not true, because people are no longer having as many kids. Families are not as large as they were. So it's kind of evening out. I read maybe 10 years ago that in the next 10 years, so it's already happening. We're here now, that the majority is going to actually look Spanish, or it's just going to be mixed. I just think people are just going to be mixed. I really do. And they're afraid. Some people, I don't want to say they, some people are afraid that their race is going to be annihilated. Although this has been done to many races for years, hundreds of years. When you talk about genocide, that's what they're afraid of. So we have some people who are afraid that genocide is going to happen to their race, and they have things like this to try and hold other people back that don't look like them. And I'm not saying everybody, because I know some dirty people that look like everybody. I know horrible people on all sides of the coin, all sides of the coin. I don't think it's fair for anyone to hold anyone back just based on their race, creed, sexuality, any of that. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense. Yeah, sort of like the Chinese families, 2 kids household. Yeah. Yeah, at one time it was a 1-kid household because of the amount, just the sheer amount of people over there. But it seems like that this is what they are going back to because of fear. And there should be no fear. Don't be afraid that now you're not going to have the fast forward or the jump that you've always had, because that I remember a few years ago, y'all, there was a video of these kids on a field. It may have been a football field. I don't know what kind of field it was, but the coaches on this field, they had the kids, and it was a diverse amount of kids, Black kids, white kids, Spanish kids, Chinese kids, and they were saying, move forward if this relates to you. Move forward if you live in a house. Your parents own a house. You can move forward. Move forward if your parents went to college. Move forward if you're not in poverty. And more and more, you saw the white kids moving forward. You saw some other kids moving forward. But for the majority of the Black kids were back. And what they were trying to do is show the way life has been for us Black and brown people. Now, a lot of us don't want to admit that you do kind of have, if I am walking into a store and a white woman is walking into a store, chances are the person who's governing that store, they're going to look at me. That's just the fact of the matter. And that is the part that we have to change. It's being done to all races. Yep. That is the part that we have to change, y'all. You shouldn't be afraid that someone's going to, especially when you know that you've had your foot on people's neck for hundreds of years. Especially if you know that. You know that you've had your foot on people's necks for hundreds of years. Like I said, everybody, early voting has started. If this is not, I have never not been afraid to not vote. I am afraid to not vote, y'all. Just because of what might happen if you don't vote. I know some of y'all are out there saying, well, I'm not even going to vote. No, don't not vote. Please vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm just going to say vote like you got some sense. Vote for what's important to you. If what's important to you is what's on the other side, then vote for what's important to you. I'm voting for humanity. I feel that humanity is far more important, y'all. And I feel like the war is actually on us. If we stop fighting so much and take a minute to look at what's being done to us, I'm talking about everybody, humans. I'm talking about the everyday citizens living here. If we take a moment and look at what's being done to the everyday people, I don't care what color you look like, what you eat, who you sleep with, none of that. If you take a moment and look, the war is actually on us, but they want us fighting each other. That's the crazy part, y'all. They want us fighting each other, so we don't pay attention that the war is really on us. Cold Zoe, did you know that the war is really on us, Ms. Johnson? Did you know that? Teresa said, hell no, I'm not voting for Trump. She said, exactly. They were already here. He didn't discover anything. Going back to Christopher Columbus, we were told that Christopher Columbus discovered. We were celebrating. There's still Columbus Day. The lies, y'all. So part of what Project 2025. Hey, Greg, and congratulations, Greg, on being inducted to the Radio Hall of Fame in Chicago. Hey, bro, Mike, Grand Rising to you. We are talking about Project 2025. Y'all feel free. If you would like to come in and have a conversation and join, just raise your hand and I will send you the link. Or you can hop on over to TikTok and you can join on here as well. As Black males, Bro Mike, Big Mike, Greg Gray, and any other, hey, Christine, Grand Rising to you. Any other Black male on here, what are your thoughts on, they're saying that more and more Black men are voting for Trump. Now, it's not my business who you vote for. You know, it is what it is. Like, you got your reasons to vote and I got my reasons to vote. But at the end of the day, I just don't make it make sense to me. I got 3 Black boys and 3 Black girls, y'all. And I'm a Black woman myself. I know where I listen. I think about my kids. I think about me. I don't care how grown they are. I just know that I have been hit in my pockets hard hitting my pockets hard because of what I look like. I had way more experience than some people and was making about $10,000 less because this is what people have done traditionally. Big Mike said, yeah, I'm voting for humanity and my boys and my grandsons. Exactly. Thank you for sharing, bestie. I appreciate it. Exactly. Devajna said, for the privilege exercise with students, okay? Exactly, Joanne. Joanne said, we are all humans, hon. Exactly. And that's the part. I feel like the war is on humans, okay? It's on us. With AI, it's going to be job eliminations. We talk about this all the time. Go to the grocery store, can't even afford to... I was sitting here adding up our food budget for the month, y'all, for just 3 people. I can't even imagine having 6 kids and 2 adults in the house right now. I just can't imagine what that food bill would look like. Because I know what my food bill looks like right now with just 3 adults. It's crazy. The war is on us, y'all. Is the link? Send the link. Oh, okay. Let me put it on here. I just cannot imagine. I just, y'all, I don't know. Moving on. Y'all know we got the whole Diddy situation to talk about as well. More and more cases, but I did want to talk to y'all about that. I wanted to talk to y'all about that because I felt like it was necessary. Oh, privilege. Oh, the privilege exercise. Yes, that's what it was. I'm gonna pull it up. That's what it was. Thank you, Devajna. I'm gonna pull it up, y'all, so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. And some of y'all may have privilege exercise. Some of y'all may have seen it on TikTok or something like that. This was 7 years ago. This is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share this so y'all can see what I am talking about, because this is what it's real.
Hey, line up. Line up. Everybody line up. We're about to race. Everybody line up. Shoulder to shoulder. Take off your backpacks. Basketball, line up. We're about to race. Hey, we are racing for a $100 bill. The winner of this race will take this. A $100 bill. Before I say go, I'm going to make a couple statements. If those statements apply to you, I want you to take 2 steps forward. If those statements don't apply to you, I want you to stay right where you're at. Take 2 steps forward if both of your parents are still married. Take 2 steps forward if you grew up with a father figure in the home. Take 2 steps forward if you had access to a private education. Take 2 steps forward if you had access to a free tutor growing up. Take 2 steps forward if you've never had to worry about your cell phone being shut off. Take 2 steps forward if you've never had to help mom or dad with the bills. Take 2 steps forward if it wasn't because of your athletic ability, you don't have to pay for college. Take 2 steps forward if you never wondered where your next meal was going to come from. I want you guys up here in the front just to turn around and look. Every statement I've made has nothing to do with anything any of you have done. Has nothing to do with decisions you've made. Everything I've said has nothing to do with what you've done. We all know these people up here have a better opportunity to win this $100. Does that mean these people back here can't race? No. We would be foolish to not realize we've been given more opportunity. We don't want to recognize that we've been given a head start. But the reality is we have. Now, there's no excuse. They still got to run their race. You still got to run your race. But whoever wins this $100, I think it'd be extremely foolish of you not to utilize that and learn more about somebody else's story. Because the reality is, if this was a fair race and everybody was back on that line, I guarantee you some of these black dudes would smoke all of you. And it's only because you have this big of a head start that you're possibly going to win this race called life.
Woo, Lord,
That
and I
is a
tell y'all my
picture
heart and my
of life,
tears.
ladies and gentlemen. Nothing you've done has put you in the lead that you're in right now. When I say go, on your mark, get set, go.
All right, I'm an emotional being, y'all, and I got to stop sharing that. But that is the reality, like Teresa said. That is the reality. It's so real and so sad. And this is what's been being done for 400 years. And this is what Project 2025 to me is. You want to go back to that. It's bad enough that we're already 400 freaking years behind. Like, seriously. It's bad enough that I can't walk into a store sometimes. And because of the color of my skin, I'm in Wegmans the other day at the self-checkout. Because of the color of my skin, I got to be watched the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what that mentally that does to you. And that head start that he's talking about is 400 years head start. 400 years head start. And based on because of the color of our skin, y'all, that's crazy to me. And you want to go back to that? You shouldn't want to go back to that. You should want to be far away from that. Especially if this is the America that we've been told it is, where everybody has an equal chance, which has been a lie. He talked about making America great again. How can you make America great again when you need to stop stepping on people's necks so America can be great? Can we do that? Hey, Yaya Boo, can we do that? Can we make it where people can actually have a livable wage? Can we do that? You want to have people that's making millions of dollars paying less taxes. How is it that I owe more taxes than Donald Trump? Please help me make it make sense to me. I remember the one year it came back that he owed $700 and something in taxes. I tell y'all no lie. My tax bill for that year was over $2,000. Make it make sense. How can somebody who's a billionaire owe less taxes than somebody who's struggling to make ends meet? That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. It makes no sense. And this has been going on for years. This is how the rich stay rich. Like, how much money do you need? It's greed at that point. It's greed at that point. Who needs a gold toilet? I look at some of these purses and stuff, and mind you, I love me some shoes, y'all. I love me some shoes. I love me some purses. I do, but I cannot see going spending this mass amount of money on these material things when people in my neighborhood may not even have food in their refrigerator, can't even have milk for the entire month. You know what I mean? Like, some people only have certain food during the time where they have food stamps. But this is America. Make it make sense. I'm in the grocery store the other day. I'm looking for some orange juice. Why is orange juice $10? Why is orange juice $10? Exactly, Joanne. We struggle all the time from month to month to put food on the gas. You got to put it in God's hands because it's crazy right now. So again, thank you so much for the follow. If you are not registered to vote, please register to vote. I don't care if that uncle ain't never vote, talking about I ain't gonna vote because it don't mean anything. Stop saying that. Tell your uncle, your auntie, your mommy, your daddy, your grandma. It means something, especially right now. Because the war is on us, y'all. This is the war on us. We've been pacified for so long. And we have these news, like it came out today, 6 more allegations, 6 more, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about that, but they're filling the news with Diddy. They're filling the news with Diddy, y'all, and all of this other bull crap instead of what's really important. Like what's going to happen in a few days. Like this is happening in days, y'all. The election is what? November. When is the election this year? November 5th? November 5th. It's a cover up. That's how I feel, Teresa. It's just like it's craziness to me. Man, I am an empath, y'all. And I tell you, this weekend, I had my ups and downs. I had my highs and lows this weekend because it's like, man, I had to get into the Bible, read more about Jeremiah. And I'm like, man, me and Jeremiah like this. Because he was called he was a weeper, man. When I tell you my whole soul cries for this world. You know, I'll be like, God, why you make me like this? Why you make me like this, God? Like my heart is literally crying for this world. Hey, Sania. Hey, baby. Because I just don't think we understand the, man, how serious this is right now. You know, you listen to this man talk. I'm talking about Trump. You listen to him talk. And it's like you hear what he's saying, but what about the other stuff that he's saying, the undertones of what he's saying? Like, oh, we aren't going to have to vote for a president again, as if he's going to be the last president. Oh, some of the stuff he's saying, y'all, man, listen. Joanne said, I put in for my new registration in C and haven't got it yet. See, Joanne, man, did you see those lines in Georgia? Georgia is showing up at the polls, y'all. They are showing up at the polls. That's one of them states. Georgia is a Republican state. Hey, fella, grandest to you. I'm glad you back. It's one of them states. I don't know, y'all. It's just concerning to me. It's really, really concerning to me because I don't feel like we take it serious enough. Yes, we are, fella said. Yes, we are, Georgia. I know that's right, fella. I know that's right. Dope Living TV said, why are we supporting a man who talks about another man's genitals at a campaign? I know. Did you see that? Like, what are you talking about? How big this man or how small this man is? Why say that? There is an enemy within. Yes. Oh, you will still be in the book, sister. Okay, sis. Like, I don't get it. He creeps me out. I think he's so out of touch with the reality of what the regular American people really are struggling with right now. Like, it's not his reality, y'all. It's not his reality. How you have someone who's always been rich will never ever know what it feels like to open up a refrigerator and not see anything there but some water that you got from the faucet and you put in the refrigerator so you can have cold water and a box of baking soda. He'll never know what that feels like. We're talking about Trump Bell. Hey, Abiola. He'll never know what that feels like to wonder where you got kids running around and you know you don't got no food for them. You sending them to school trying to figure out how you go feed them dinner. He will never, ever know what that feels like. But some of y'all do. Some of y'all do. Some of y'all right now are doing doubles to try and get right for Christmas. Am I lying? Am I lying? Some of y'all right now are on them doubles hard, especially my CNA sisters and brothers, on it hard so y'all can get right for the holidays. We got Thanksgiving coming. Some people can't even afford to get their kids a Halloween costume. I'm keeping it real because I know how it feels. I know how it feels. And we got somebody trying to run the country. We don't even know if this man has sold secrets over to the other people. That's what I'm afraid for, y'all. What has he with these people Dope Living TV said his whole campaign is based on the underlying fact that if he loses, if he isn't president, he will be going to jail. The indictments. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that, y'all? Can we talk about how he can have felony indictments? How many of y'all know a person that has a felony and can't get a regular job? How many of y'all know that? But he can be the president? I don't know, y'all. Make it make sense to me. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense to me, because it does not make any sense to me. It can't make sense. Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you that you have a president, a person running for presidency who has 34 felony indictments, but you yourself may know somebody who has a felony, a real felony, and can't get a job? I agree, Teresa. That's crazy. That's crazy. This man is really on the campaign trail, and he looked like he doped up on something. Don't he look like he doped up on something now? I was feeling bad for Biden. I'm feeling kind of bad for him, because it's like, man, you know good and well you don't need to be on nobody's campaign trail. You need to be on somebody's golf course enjoying the rest of your life in retirement instead of wreaking havoc in this country all the time. Well, moving on, y'all. The last thing I'm gonna talk about is this whole Diddy situation, y'all. They talking about a 13-year-old. Lord Jesus Christ! Can all the people who into kids, can all the people who decide to hurt kids just go somewhere? Just please, just go somewhere, please, and thank you. Just go somewhere. So the allegations right now is saying this, and this is a part of the 120 cases that law firm Bunzi said that they had. So it looks like they are getting the cases together. So they remember when what was this, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about this, and they were saying that there were over 3,000 calls that had came in, and they decided to take on out of that 3,000 calls. Hey, Tiana. Out of those 3,000 calls that they were taking on 120 cases. Well, it looks like hey, Yaya Boo, thank you so much for joining. Did I say good morning to you already? Thank you for sharing also. They're saying out of those 120 cases, y'all, it looks like they're releasing these cases or going at these cases in batches. So 5 new Diddy accusers, including, allegedly, a 13-year-old, have filed civil suits against the music mogul. So civil means that they're going after the money. They're going after the money. The 5 new accusers, and I'm getting this off of USA Today, everybody, but you can do a simple Google internet search and you can see this as well. The 5 new accusers include 2 John Does and 3 Jane Does with assault claims going back as far as the year 2000 and some as recently as 2022. Hey, Valerie. One of the women claims that she was assaulted at just 13 years old while attending an MTV VMA Awards after party. You know, can we pause? Can we pause for just a moment? And Lord, 13 years old at a VMA after party. Now, I know that is not my life. I'm not going to after parties and stuff like that, but I just don't see why this 13-year-old baby would be at an after party with Diddy and them. Where's the parents at? So allegedly this happened in September of 2000, and he was 30 at the time. And it happened with an unnamed male and a male celebrity while an unnamed female celebrity watched. Lord Jesus. The lawsuit says that Combs, and it's filed by the Busby law firm, y'all. It's a part of the 120 alleged victims. There's other accusers. Another one includes a businessman. Allegedly, he was assaulted by Combs at a Ciroc promotional party, a personal trainer, a producer. So all of these allegations about stuff that was already out there is coming up. That's what I said, Joan. Like, where after a VM, why are you at a Video Music Awards after party? What is going on? Where are the parents? That's my question. Was one, you know what? This happened around the year 2000, Big Mike. So there's no a celebrity, male and female. And listen, I love Jay-Z and Beyonce, but their name just keep coming up. All I can say is, God, you know, I know this is the year, or this has been just a whole bunch of revelations coming true, but I don't want to know no more. At this point, can we just get back to? Can I just get back to being a fan? That's I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to know anymore. I feel like I done picked up somebody's cell phone and I'm going through it and I'm seeing what they really, really like. You know what I mean? Like they say, you know, a person's real person, what do they look like when the cameras are off? Sometimes you don't want to know what they look like. Thank you so much for that follow. Sometimes you don't want to know what they look like. Tina T, am I lying? Sometimes I don't really want to know what Mary looked like in the morning time, but I love Mary J. Blige, okay? But do I really want to know what she looked like when she ain't had her coffee, tea, or whatever it is that she do to get her together in the morning? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Teresa said, God reveals all. Fan days are over, Queen. That's what it feels like. It's scary to see the other side. You know what, Teresa? I'm going to keep that up there because it feels like that. The fan days are over. There's no more being a fan. Now we got to be all up in your business and talking about it. Like it literally hurts my heart to talk about these stories, y'all. But we got to talk about it because it's what's going on right now. But to know that people that you look up to and these stories that they made, like the television, we watch television and we look at these videos and stuff to try and make us feel better, you know, because our lives may not be all that great. So we look at these videos and we want to have that type of life. We aspire to have that type of life. A lot of people were aspiring to be Diddy. A lot of you artists right now may have gone into that artist mode because of Diddy. And then you hear all of these allegations and it's like, man, what did Unique say? I don't even know if I really want to be up there with them, because if that's what it looked like, it seemed like just the devil is up there. I don't want to be up there. I want to be with God. I want to be with God. But it's like, man, I remember hearing years ago that there's nothing on top that's not got a little bit of dirt in it. Tina said, no, they say the worst thing you can do is meet someone you're a fan of. Yeah. Big Mike said, trust and believe. You do not want their life because you don't want to sacrifice what they did. Yeah. A lot of sacrifices, it seems like, y'all. A lot of sacrifices. I don't know, y'all. God will reveal all. Didn't Cat say it at the top of the year, y'all? Did he lie? Can we go back to 2023 and tell him don't say nothing? Cat, I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything else. I can't take no more. I'm an empath, y'all. It really weighs heavy on my heart. It really weighs heavy on my heart. That's why I got into my Bible this weekend. I was like, man, Jeremiah, come to me, Jeremiah. And it's like he was feeling the same pain that I'm feeling for this world. I can't even say it's for this country. It's for this world. Man, y'all. Can we get it together? Can we please get it together? Okay? I need a vacation so bad. I need a vacation. Yeah. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I'm such an empath, y'all. I'm such an empath. This is just the way God made me. I guess that's why Jeremiah 29:11 really hit me when I first heard that. God knows the plan he has for me, plans to prosper me, not hurt me. Okay? Plans to evolve me into what he knows me to be, what God knows you to be, is going through the process, y'all. Ooh, child. Well, I'm going to end it on this. I want to thank everybody for joining me today for another episode of the Vet Green Show. I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. I think the only time I won't be on here is on Friday. This should be a pretty clear week. I should be on regular time, 9 o'clock. Tomorrow I am back on WBNY 91.3 FM, so y'all can catch me back there. Very, very excited about that. I'm not even going to ask anybody for no music because y'all don't be wanting to send it. I feel like my bro now, Franklin. Like, I don't know what y'all artists out here doing in these streets, but I'm done asking. I'm going to play the music that was sent to me, and you know where I'm at. If you want to be played on the radio, you know where I'm at. You know where I'm at. Send it to me. It got to be a clean version. Love you too, bro. And congratulations again. Big shout out to Greg and them over at Dope Living TV. What? When I saw that, Greg, I was so proud. Man, that is what I'm talking about. They are inducted into the radio, man, in Chicago. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Man, Greg, that is what it's all about. That gave me so much hope when I saw that. I was like, yes. That gave me a renewed spirit. I miss Chicago so much, y'all. It's hard being here. It's hard being here, but it's worth it. So big shout out. Congratulations to Dope Living TV, Greg, Gene, Maurice, Christopher, being inducted into the National Black Radio Hall of Fame in Chicago. That is what I'm talking about. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Blaisdell 716. Oh, no, man. Greg, that just gave me hope right there. That's an inspiration. That is an inspiration. Big Mike said, congratulations. They said congratulations over here on TikTok, everybody. Thank you for coming in this morning, Blaisdell 716. I appreciate you. And everybody else who joined us this morning. This has been another episode of The Vet Green Show. Catch me tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I will be back. See what we talking about tomorrow, y'all. I guess we got to see what we talking about. But I love y'all long life. You make sure you have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day on purpose because you can. You really can. You can. You can. I love y'all. We going back out on Faded. Have a wonderful on purpose, y'all. You make it okay.
I just like the sound of it.
Man, I can't calm down, it's only up from here. I can't shake this high off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing two people, tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading like the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Yeah. Come on, Jesus Christ, tell me what's the deal. I'm feeling kinda dizzy, and ain't pop the pill. I'm high on cloud nine, and I'm feeling fine. And ain't the only one who want it, no cockdown. I'm feeling faded, and it feel real good to me. What's the secret? Tell me what you do to me. I'm high in the spirit, feeling real woozy. I'm feeling like David, tell him get I'm high though, off that Christ.